Alright, back by popular demand from myself. Go orange. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm the only one demanding this. I must get my 46. I want it. I thought 47 would be the last minute barrier, but then I just realized how much time I lost to that spiral spawn, and actually I could have saved a whole new minute. That spiral spawn really, really stuffed me. I got a really good Cushidra as well, so it's very sad. Imagine savings, the time had been insane. I got bad tutorials as well, though. So I can't be too upset. But what I am going to say is we do need to start thinking about different approaches to the run to save more time. Because I think the perfect run is an inevitability. Or good enough that it's to the point where it would just be incredibly painful to try and improve. Because you're fully, like, putting your hands in the arms of the RNG god at that point. And while you can manipulate the RNG, it's not like you can't, and you can manipulate Mugwort RNG as well, but it's really inconsistent. Like, really inconsistent. So obvious problem with that is you can't reliably get state sleep. Now, if we could find a way to skip Kikinak in any form, that's like reasonable to do. If we could find that, then that would be incredible. Because you remove the money issue, and that will cause a state where RNG is manipulatable up until Tutoris. So you'd lose RNG control just before the Tutoris fight, but it means guaranteed poacher behavior, guaranteed pretty much everything. I suppose you could still be stuffed on the dice rolls versus poacher, which would throw you off. But it would still be one of two possible patterns that you get at the end of it. And if both of those work, in that the poacher goes down safely, reliably, half the run is just solved at that point. Like, it is just straight up solved. You can't cut too much more because, well, of a few things really. So what would stop you from doing more there would be the fact that if you skipped poacher, like let's say you picked up the items from the Dragonfly Forest, and then you skipped to the temple. You like skipped all the way there. All those items sold is not enough money. You still need the items from the Moth Forest. But if you skip into Moth Forest, you don't have Riketskar, which you need to kill the Shurya. So we'd need to really reevaluate how we approach the runs, what minions we fight. But it would come down to where we could go, what the new trick was. The thing that I have the most hope for is finding a way to skip from either Dragonfly or Beetle or something to straight into Spider Forest. So that you don't have to go back to Cyrus Village, you don't have to talk to Garai, and you don't have to fight Kikinak. Preferably Dragonfly Forest. Like a skip from picking up the Dragonfly Forest items straight to Spider Forest. Ideal. But I don't think we know of any tricks there. If you could find a menu manipulation, like some way to abuse the menus to be able to like Hunter's Earring while in Cyrus Village, or Barrier Gate itself, that has the best shot. Unfortunately, you can't do something like Credits Warp as far as we're aware, because we don't have arbitrary code execution. Cocoon. And if you did find arbitrary code execution, that would become its own category. It wouldn't be any % run anymore. It'll be too disparate. I need sniffs, so I'm going to mute for a second.
Your father was a noble man. Coward! According to tradition, I hereby proclaim your coming of age.
Sorry about that. My nose is not great right now. So if you hear me sniff at any point, that'll be why. And I apologize. I know sniffing isn't pleasant to listen to. But I welcome any and all suggestions for improving the run. Even if I disagree, I'm not dismissing the idea. And if you can work out a faster route, by all means tell me and I'll execute it for you. Like, if you feel that you don't have the skill, I mean, if you have the skill and you find a better route, by all means, just take the world record from me, just do it. I welcome the competition, I really do. I have a lot more motivation to run the game when other people are also running the game. Because at the minute, and as it has been for years, I've been the only person to submit to the leaderboard. I know we had Nick RPG Green. RP Green. I don't know if he prefers RPG Green or RP Green. I guess it's RP Green. Do runs. And I've been very happy to see it. I've been really happy to see it. I don't know if they'll stick with it. Probably not, because Cocoon is a rough game to try and stick with. Because of all the RNG, it feels very unforgiving. And a lot of your runs die to entirely not your fault. Essentially. Or not obviously your fault. Obviously it is quote-unquote your fault for what RNG you get up to. It was a consequence of your actions in the game. But it doesn't feel like that. So I don't blame people for not wanting to stick with the game. If someone comes with a new route, steals my world record from me, nabs it, then you can bet I'll be motivated to come take it back. I'll come for you. I'll come for that world record again. Of that you can be sure. Though if you, the viewer, are ever thinking about speedrunning this game, and you're just learning to do it, do not copy me. Oh my god, do not copy me. I take so many risks, like extra risks, that you're probably going to be demoralized by how many of your runs die. Like I do like different purchases from what you normally would. Whole bunch of stuff just to reduce the amount of button clicks in the menus. Not because it's good. Not because it's bad either, but because I'm just trying to make it go faster. I am just trying to menu faster, do actions faster, do as few as possible, and it makes it so much more risky. Like, my poacher fight is significantly less safe than the conventional run. But if you want advice on what I'd recommend or anything like that, feel free to reach out. I will give you my earnest advice. Let's just dodge Squasp right now. There we go, very nice. So... yeah, I'll be very willing to help if you need advice running the game. If anyone needs advice running the game. Some of it, I agree, may not be super helpful, like, can my start button mashing actually please be on time? I mash it, but it doesn't seem to register it as quickly as it should. Like, some of it's not going to be super helpful because it's vibes. Like, a few of my decisions are just vibe based, which I would think is not helpful at all. But what you should be buying, stuff like that, what RNG you should be looking out for, what risks you're taking, that stuff I can help you with. Because what you don't want to do is just have all your runs die over and over and over again. Or take forever and feel like you are making progress. And chances are, if that's the case, it's because you're taking too many risks. Particularly to start. Right? It doesn't help that the guide that we have on speedrun.com for this game, the actual document, is 9 years old. And while the run hasn't changed substantially in that time, there are some definite inefficiencies in it. And some information that's just sort of missing from it that you need. Like how to dodge the minions. Like, it doesn't say how to dodge this Heralco, or if it's a Mardreg, which is a different dodge. Like, you dodge it differently. And it has, like, advice on when to hunt a transit, but I think there's better advice on how to get the transits. Like, even if mine are mostly vibe-based, I've still got a lot of logic behind that vibe. I've got a better trained eye for it, I think. All right, 1 second. There you go. Let's get close. Por ejemplo, I knew that that first one would miss and that this one will hit. For example. And I'm going to try and run here because I want to get this as quickly as possible. I'm quite a few seconds behind my PB right now. Because in my PB, I didn't have to go out of my menu, adjust a little bit, and go back in again. And I was faster at mashing. I just was faster at mashing. Right, let's change our RNG. No idea what it is now. There's like a range of values it could be. Alright, Great Walnut or no? It shouldn't matter too much, but it would be nice if it was. Got the Great Walnut. I'll definitely take that. Alright, Gray, I've got some Calabash powder for you. Okay. We'll go back to rambling once we're done with Spider Forest. Yeah, any sort of minor time losses can be gained through better RNG, you know? Anything that's like less than like 20 seconds. Oh, we went too far once. That's fine. That's fine. We can work with that. It's a minor time loss, but now we don't elemental switch in the next forest, so it's... The minor time loss is just the difference in how fast that is versus doing it in the moth forest. Because you're going to have to elemental switch anyway. That's what the difference is there. Get the key, get the key, get the key, get the key. There we go. This RNG looks familiar, but it's very hard to get these trees to consistently give you the same RNG. 2, 3, 4. Because tree RNG is based on how many times the trees stop and start. And that's kind of difficult to guarantee when you're using tank controls. Broadly speaking. Just a little tricky. It's the second time I've missed that Spider Forest. Well, like, I've gone too far. Which is concerning considering it's like... It's the only one you need to do twice, so normally it's the one you're... Well, aside from Beetle Forest, it's normally the one you're best at. Generally. But anyway, yeah, I had a comment asking me about... Well, I believe they were asking about Dragon Crest as an item to help the run. Unfortunately, you can't kill the monster, the minion that has it. Like, there's no way to kill it. And even if you did, Dragon Crest isn't terribly useful because there's only one fight where it would benefit you, maybe, and that's Poacher. And it wouldn't be a significant... It would be too much of a time loss to get it. You can get Divine Guard 1 from Cushidra, which does help the run. But I welcome the comment. Anything that... any sort of potential lateral thinking that could improve the run, I'm down to hear. And just try anything that makes us think, I'm down for it. Okay. So we're going to engage in a risky strat here. Well, I say risky, it's just a time save, and it's possibly to make Poacher more consistent. It is risky, though. Again, do not do it if you're trying to learn the run. Absolutely, do not do that, do not do that. I'm not going to heal after the Shirley. So Levant's going to start fighting Poacher at about 34 to 36 health. Because we're going to try... We're going to try to make Poacher more reliable for me to kill. Which is going to be done via mapping the behavior of Shulia and any drops from Shulia and how easy or difficult it is to kill Poacher. Because there are certain things Shulia can do which will indicate to you Yeah, I mean, Shunyo behavior will indicate to you whether or not you are going to get a good poacher fight. It'll only work if you manipulate RNG to a point. If you don't know what your starting RNG is, then it's going to be very hard to tell, because odds that you're on the right RNG are incredibly low. Because the same behavior will appear at multiple RNGs. So, disclaimer, just because that RNG might work on, or like the action sequence will work when I'm doing it on this largely controlled RNG run, does not mean it's going to work for you if you don't control the RNG. Unless you see some very specific patterns, like a Divine Garb drop. Probably not worth trusting that it's going to be the same. And if the run dies, then the run dies, and I'll reset, and I'll tell you about this plan on the next attempt, basically. 5 health on the Shulia. We go to 36, as I thought we would. So if we get like Great Walnut or a critical hit or anything like that, that's going to be a good indicator. Critical hit on Mardrag. Oh my god, critical hit on Mardrag? Divine Garb? I've had that happen before. Oh my god, we got the Divine Garb RNG. We got Divine Garb RNG. Well, this is good to know. This is good to know. So we're going to pick this up. I definitely don't need to heal Levant here. That's a Sleep Spore. I definitely don't need to heal. And we get the rare yellow Levant now. So this saves a heal item. So I don't need to buy as many. Which is obviously good. And you get the rare yellow Levant run. So let's see if Divine Garb no heal RNG is any good. Because it's possible it isn't. And if that's the case, then I have to heal anyway. If I get this RNG again. Funny that we were talking about it, though. Okay, 1 hit against Poacher. Let's see how this works. I would love this to be a good seed. If this is a good Poacher seed, that's fantastic, but I have no way of knowing. This will be consistent every time, because we haven't healed. So, whether or not this is going to hit is fixed. One, 2, 3. Okay, cool. We switch to Levant. Levant will definitely survive this hit. Now it's down to Arbitron. I would love to know if this is a perfect seed. Oh, it would be so good. It is. Oh my god, it is. Oh, that's so good. That's so good for future knowledge. Oh, and you get the Great Walnut. Oh my god. Okay. Divine Garb ascertained. That's like a 2%, 1% drop. I'll also now know reliably, because I still haven't healed, if the Asher respawns. So everything up until Beetle Forest now is now a guaranteed repeatable effect. Okay, Asher respawns on Divine Garb Seed. So now we know for future, if we ever get Divine Garb, Moth Forest is free. Moth Forest is ideal. We're also very likely to get our escapes now because we're faster. We're less likely to die to Tuturus because we have more health. Or more armor. So good. I've had this seed twice before now. But both times it's died. But Divine Garb seed is not easy to obtain. It requires extremely specific circumstances. If you want to do it consistently, it's frame perfect on Kikinak and frame perfect, or not frame perfect, and trigger specific on the trees in terms of how many times you activate them. I don't know what the actual RNG value is, unfortunately. If I did, I could investigate alternate routes, see if it's consistent, see if I can find a way to find it. But I don't know. Downside of not having cheat engine. You know? You don't know what seed you're on. Oh, I so want this run to be it. A Divine Garb run would just... Oh, it would feel so nice. Obviously, I spent some time equipping it. I lose a tiny amount of time to that. But I think Divine Garb helps us kill multiple enemies a bit faster because of how the speed equation works for like double turns and stuff. It might mess up my Mardreg though, versus Delphi now. Like the location of the double attack could change, and that might throw me off. It might also mean that the Tuturus fight goes Levant, Deva thingy equips to Arpatron, switch to Arpatron, then Arpatron gets a turn first instead of Tuturus, and then a double turn on Arpatron, stuff like that. But this also increases our escape odds. What I do know, though, in the past is that I've had very bad luck with Tuturus on this after getting the Divine Garb. Like, several times have I had the bad luck, though. Well, I've had Tuturus block me 7 times. In a row. For example. Which I think goes without saying is abysmal. Is absolutely terrible. Anytime I would have saved, I will just lose if that happens to me. So I need to get some good luck here. But I know for future as well now is the key thing. Oh. Oh, sorry. Bit of a careful shop. Bit of a careful shop. Whew, okay. We're still on the same RNG since we beat Poacher, so these actions are also consistent every time when you're on this seed. Which is what I want to say. I want to heal as late as possible, basically. Because for as long as we don't heal, our RNG is consistent. But as soon as we use that mudwort, I don't know. I got a lot of tension in my body again. I don't like it. I don't like having so much tension in me. Feels wrong. I want to go wide. Inside. Did you transition faster? Outside. Here we go. Alright. Oh. Slight time loss going into the menu again, but that was necessary. We wouldn't be able to dodge that swav. That was a little bad, but that's okay. That's too far back. That's good. Feels a bit weird. My execution doesn't feel perfect, to say the least. But I guess the thing to keep in mind is now I know this. Now I have this information. And I will absolutely use it every time I get it again. I can't reliably hit it, unfortunately. So let's see. Are we going to die to terrible to tourist luck again? Give me good tourist luck. Please. Please don't end it. Poison tail first, not great. More fire attack. Ooh, crit onto tourist. Oh, that's good. That is good. Okay, we're gonna have to switch after this anyway. Yeah. Okay, poison tail is least desirable there because it means Arptron's more likely to die. Or more likely to get poisoned, I should say. Okay. RNG changes again there. Because we healed a minion. Okay. Double fire attack. You're going to go down here to Turris. Goodbye. Oh, that's so good. Okay. And now it's Arptron gets an attack on Fire Boss, possibly two. I'd love to get two with Arptron because he's more likely to succeed. There we go. We'll now switch to Mardrag because a third hit from Arptron will probably kill Fire Boss. Yeah. Alright, regular attack. Why? Because it's faster to do. Oh, so good. So good. Okay. Okay, we're more likely to escape. Not guaranteed that we will, but we're more likely to. Come on, game. You know you want to give me the perfect run, man. You want to do it. You want to do it. I'm so glad that I know this now, though. Not that that's going to guarantee a perfect Tutorus, which that is. That is a perfect Tutorus. Essentially. But knowing it gets me there safely is fantastic. That gives me much more confidence about Poacher. Oh. Okay, 2. This is the same as we had last time so far. We then failed to escape 3 times from the double Zulmu, and it was a double Zulmu, which was sad. Here's Zulmu. Double Zulmu again. Okay, first time escape. First try escape. Okay. Nerves are hitting now. We need a bit more luck now. Just a little bit more. In the form of a spiral on the last screen. And then a good Cushidra. And that's it. Okay. That's success for both those transits. There's 2 spirals here. But we need another spiral. Come on, spiral be on this screen. Come on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, my heart now. Okay. Oh, my heart. I hate this. I'm going to use double wind attack on this. Just to be safe. I'm going to get a retreat anyway. And that's going to fully heal up. That's going to fully heal Mardrag. Anyway. Oh, block, okay. 1 block. That's okay. That's... You can consider that a minus from the Tutorus fight. We're now back to being even with the Tutorus fight. Come on, Mardrag. Beat his face in. Nice. One hit from Mardrag. And we got Special Lurker. Okay. Give me that retreat. Oh, perfect retreats around the board. Yeah, so everyone's fully healed now. We get into the final screen at 40 minutes. Okay. Ooh. Come on, nice Delphinel and good Cushidra. Our last one lost a bit of time to Delphinel because Delphinel stomped twice. Sorry, stomped an extra time in an opportune moment. If Mardred got a turn now, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not gonna happen. Delphinaur. Take your beats. Take your beats, Delphinaur. Okay, one flesh to stone, that can be problematic. If he overdoes that, that's a problem. I do want him to do other actions. Okay, okay. We do need to block once at least. Yeah, it was his turn. Okay. Next turn should be double. And he gets... Okay. So we get another 2 turns. So it doesn't matter what he does now, we're going to attack him. Risky, yes, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, Optron's up. Not quite full health, Optron is up. Gonna take 4 attacks from Optron to kill Earth Boss. The crit rate on all these bosses is exactly the same as each other, so they're pretty likely to get crits. Okay. Oh my god, okay. That's it. All that's left now. Cutscene's going to take a minute and a bit. And now we just need Cushidra to behave. If Cushidra behaves here, then I'm just over the moon. Truly, I'm over the moon if I get this. If I get fast Cushidra, I will lose my head. Genuinely. That'll be it for me. I'll life accomplished. Nothing more. That'll be the end of it. Come on. I'm so scared, guys. I'm so scared. A 46 is genuinely possible right now. And I want to get golden / yellow Levant to the end. I've never managed to get a Divine Garb run to the end. It's always died to RNG. Let me get into the fight. Let me into the fight. I don't know if Divine Guard makes any difference to this fight. Come on, come on. Let me in. Let me into the fight. Okay, we're in. Imagine if you could get a turn before that. Imagine. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, immediately switch to air, not good. An extra turn there, though, could make it worth it. No extra turn in air. It's okay still. Extra turn in fire. I wish the odds were a little bit more in my favor, to be honest. Second fire attack? No. Okay. No laser, no heal, please. Cushidra, please. He's healing. God dang it. That's probably going to deny me the 46. I don't really have the health on my guy anymore. On my guys. That's so sad. It was so close to perfect, guys. It was so close. I might also need to do an extra, depending on the blocks here. I don't think it's gonna be a 46. I need to hit 2 more attacks. I'm gonna see, guys. And we still had the slow Cushidra. We still had slow Cushidra. 46, 49. Perfect escapes, but slow as hell Cushidra. You know what that means? We can still save more time. We can still save more. It can still be done, guys. The perfect run has not yet been achieved. But that was pretty dang close to it. That was so close to it. Oh my god. Why you gotta heal on me, Cushidra? Come on. Come on. Why you do this to me? Why you gotta do this, man? Everything went right. Except Cushidra. Ah. Oh, dang. I'll get it. I'll get it, guys. I will get that perfect run. I'm not done with this game. I'm not done with it. Oh, my heart was beating so fast there. Why you gotta deny us, Cushidra? There's so much time lost when he does that. Because if you imagine Cushidra dies there, it's 2 more attacks. And then that's it. Cushidra goes down. And then that's it. Instead it's like... it's just so many more attacks. So many more. But we will get that. We will get it. I will not be stopped. I will not be stopped. Oh god. Okay. You know what? We're gonna keep hunting, guys. We're gonna keep hunting. But that is yet again beating my own record that I set earlier today. Like 3 hours ago. I set the new world record. And now I've set the new world record again. So thank you guys so much for watching. There's my mouse. And I will be back. But now, my next run kind of has to be the perfect run. I don't see how we could do better. We got first try retreats. We had a crit on Tuturus, which was counteracted by a block by Spiral. But that means essentially net 0 blocks all the way through. Good behavior from Delphinal. Just good behavior from every boss. Except Cushidra. Cushidra took away the perfect run from us. The utter bugger. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will be back with the perfect run.